One Review. Movie 101 Review is created to empower movies itself. Well, my legendary co-host, Mr. Bob Lemon.
Hi, Daniel. How are you doing this week?
Well, fabulous. Mr. Bob, busy means productive. Is
You're
it?
overproductive. You're overproductive.
Overproductive. We're creating lots of
Overproductive.
podcasts.
Overachiever. That's what we call you, the overachiever.
Oh, I told you I want to be a Nobel Peace Prize. You think I
Well,
can achieve that?
maybe you can get the FIFA Peace Prize. How about that?
Nobel Peace Prize. Imagine people
But
imagining. Dream big,
yeah,
as they said. Dream big. Why not?
why
Mm,
not? Why
mm,
not? So you
yes.
want this week's movie
Oh, wow.
is going to
Okay.
change your
Change
thoughts on the
about.
universe.
I love the universe. Is it
Well,
multiverse?
Well, it could be, I suppose. Yeah, but so I watched the movie this week was called Begonia, Bugonia, Begonia.
Begonia. Okay.
It stars Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons.
Okay.
It is from I think it's Polish. A Polish director called Yorgos
Mm.
Lathimos.
Yorgos Lanthimos. Is
Yeah.
this
Oh,
the
there you
one?
go. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Begonia.
Interesting.
This movie is one of the most entertaining, weird movies I've seen in a while.
Weird.
Weird. Very, very, very weird movie.
Mm-hmm.
And but interesting.
Weird
I
but
thought it was very interesting.
interesting.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. I found it incredibly interesting, and my wife did not want to watch it.
Why?
I don't know. It was very divisive. So let me give you the synopsis here. So, although
yeah.
to be honest with you, I don't think that this synopsis is really accurate. So I'm going to read the synopsis that they have online here, and then I'll tell you why. So
Mm-hmm.
it says two conspiracy obsessed young men kidnap the high powered CEO of a major company, convinced that she is an alien intent on destroying the planet Earth.
Oh wow.
So Emma Stone
True.
is the CEO. Jesse Plemons is one of the two gentlemen that they say are conspiracy theorists, and the other is name is Aiden Delbus, which he's a newbie
A newbie.
as well. So, but that's not really true. So I think that's really not a very accurate description. It's a kind of close, but it's not really super accurate because Jesse plays a character named Teddy, and Aiden plays a character named Don. Well, Aiden's character is obviously um, mentally limited. Let's put it that way. So I don't think he's a conspiracy theorist. So it's not two conspiracy theorists. It's Jesse Plemons is the conspiracy theorist, and he enlists his cousin, who is mentally limited, playing Don, to kidnap the
Mentally.
CEO. But I guess they didn't want to go into that detail, perhaps, in
Mm-hmm.
this thing, and so they just called them both conspiracy obsessed. Which Don in the movie is not conspiracy obsessed at all. He's a very sweet, likable character who kind of gets drug on this mission with Teddy, his cousin. So the interesting thing about this movie is it is extremely weird because it does actually deal with aliens. And right out of the gate, I'm going to give you a spoiler.
Yes, I love spoilers.
So if anybody's listening and they don't want a spoiler,
Mm-hmm.
then maybe come back
It's up
after
to
you
you.
watch the movie, right?
yes.
Because everybody dies.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
So everybody in this, well, I
because
shouldn't
they
say
think they're
everybody.
alien.
Everyone
Mm.
but Emma Stone is going to die. Not everyone in the movie, everyone in the world except for
Die.
Emma Stone dies.
Oh wow.
As in
Why?
the whole of Earth.
World.
The whole of Earth.
Oh my
Everybody on the
goodness.
planet dies except for Emma Stone.
What the? Mm.
See, I told you it was weird.
It's weird. So
So
what
this
you
is
gonna do if you're alone?
well, yeah, I don't know, but so this movie was I thought was fantastic in its portrayal of how confusing life can be.
Mm,
Because so let me just start out. Let's just start out with Emma Stone's character. Emma Stone's playing a
okay.
character where she's this CEO of a corporation. It's a chemical corporation. She's like a young CEO and is very photogenic and really good on the double speak and everything. And she's running this very she's very wealthy, and she's running this chemical corporation that has got all kinds of things going on. Well, what has happened over time is Jesse Plemons' mother, who oddly enough is played by Alicia Silverstone, her name is Sandy, um, gets ill from the chemicals from this chemical company's something that they produce, and she is in a coma in like a nursing home, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Jesse Plemons, we get little bits and pieces through the whole movie. I'm giving you a condensed version of this, but Jesse Plemons' father, at least from what we learn in the movie, seems to have run away. He's not in the picture and hasn't been in the picture for some time, and he's run away, and so he's not part of this whole situation. We don't know how Don, his cousin, comes to be helping him. But now Jesse, over time, his mother's in a coma. He's very distraught. He's now done a lot of research, and he thinks that there are aliens on Earth that are poisoning humans.
Wow.
And he thinks that Emma Stone's character Michelle is an alien.
Mm.
And I mean, he's done a lot of research, like deep, deep research on this topic, to where he can look at somebody and there's certain characteristics that tell him that they are an alien. And so now he's enlisted Don to help him kidnap Michelle, who is a CEO. And he's all prepared. He's all prepared to do this. So he has all of the everything's in place. He's got a place to put her. He's got, shackles. He's got, everything planned out.
Mm-hmm.
And so him and Don go to Michelle's house and wait. And then when she comes home after work one day, they rush out of the bushes essentially and attack her.
Oh wow.
And then she puts up a good fight. It's a really good sequence where she beats him up pretty good. But inevitably, Teddy sticks her with a needle that has drugs in it, and it knocks her out. Right. So then they shave her head. That's why she's bald here. They shave her head because the aliens need their hair to communicate.
Oh wow.
And so when she got shaved bald, it eliminates. She can't communicate with her, via
Alien.
whatever method through her hair. So, and now he's got her shackled in the basement of his house. There's Don, uh,
Mm-hmm.
lovable Don, and so now he's going to get the secrets as to why these aliens are going. He wants to negotiate with the aliens so they will not kill everybody on Earth.
Mm.
You following so far?
Yes. Wow.
So
Interesting.
obviously
Interesting.
Michelle is not real happy about being kidnapped. You can see she's shackled there in the basement. They got a cot for her,
Mm.
and he's asking her questions about, you're an alien. How are we going to do this? I need to talk to the mothership. You're part of this you're an empress for this empire. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. You're crazy. You know,
You're
I'm
the
not going to help
empress.
you. I can tell you right now, the police are going to come get you. And and so that goes on for a while, and eventually he he puts her in this chair and was basically electrocuting her
Oh my
to get her
goodness.
to talk.
Mm.
Now the interesting thing is he had it's not like he just like hooks her up to a car battery or something. He has this like sophisticated software on a computer, and he's raising the electrical output higher and higher as these meters are going. And then at the end of it, she is getting electrocuted. She doesn't die. And he's like, "Oh my gosh, you are an alien because nobody has ever been able to survive that much electricity."
But the question is she alien?
Exactly. So
Is she?
now we are the audience. We're thinking she's not an alien. This guy is just nuts. And
Mm-hmm.
he's roped in poor Don into doing his dirty work with him. And they go to such lengths, and you'll love this, Daniel. They chemically
Mm-hmm.
castrate themselves so that she can't seduce them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's pretty far out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is all going on, and then Jesse's still got to go to work. And the funny thing is, he works for the chemical company as like on the dock. He works packaging things and so forth. Well, he's
Mm-hmm.
going into work, and he runs into his old friend Casey, who happens to be a sheriff's deputy, and he's played by a comedian actually out of Las Vegas, Stavros Halkias. And so he gets stopped by Casey, who's the like a deputy sheriff. And Casey, apparently, there's some history between Casey and Teddy, because Casey keeps talking about when he stops him. He's like, "Oh, I'm really sorry. Whenever I babysat you, I treated you badly." And so Teddy is very messed up in the head because his parents, apparently his mother was a heroin addict at one point. His father had left. This Casey person abused him in some way. And
Mm-hmm.
so, but he doesn't seem to care about any of that. All he cares about is that Michelle is an alien, and he needs to go talk to the aliens. And so they really portray Teddy as a total nutcase.
Mm.
But
But what
as the
happened?
movie progresses, once he thinks she's an alien, he starts treating her better because he thinks that she's of some, like royalty, alien royalty. And but she's still, and then she starts talking like she's alien royalty, right? So now she's saying, "I yes, you're right, you got me, I'm an alien." And then he
Wow.
starts being nice to her, and they've have her upstairs. They still have her chained, but she gets to eat at the table, and then they kind of have some interactions that are more civil and not so mean and
Mm-hmm.
so forth. Well, then Casey decides to stop by while they have her upstairs,
Mm.
and she's been kidnapped. So out, there's an APB out for her because she's been, she's missing. She's a missing person. So some
Mm.
chaos ensues there, and Don has to take Michelle down into the basement so that Teddy can deal with Casey, because Casey still feels bad because he abused Teddy as a child. Teddy doesn't seem to care that that happened. There they are in the kitchen together on the screen, and he just wants to get him out of there because he's got this person that's missing. Everybody's looking for her, the FBI, everybody, because she's a very wealthy person.
Mm.
So she's downstairs with Don and talking to Don and trying to get Don to let her go. And So Casey's still hanging around, and Teddy's like, well, let's go out and check my bees. He's got some bees. So they go outside, and Michelle is talking to Don, and I mean, ramping up the pressure on him to let her go. Don finally has enough, and he shoots himself in the head. Can't take it.
Oh my.
So obviously, then the deputy sheriff, Casey's like, what was that? And so then Teddy has to kill Casey. So now he's
Casey.
killed the deputy sheriff as well as has the lady. Well, now instead of, so then he comes in, some tussling ensues, and she goes, I have the cure for your mother. It's in the back of my car, which they still have. And you need to go. It's antifreeze, but it's not really antifreeze. You give this to her, she'll come to, and everything will be all right. So then Teddy's like, okay, I'm going to do it, right? Because this is, she says she's
Mm.
an alien. She says this is the cure. She says she's going to cooperate. So then he takes off to go help his mom and locks her in the basement. And this is where the movie takes a really weird turn. Not that all that's not weird enough, Daniel,
Mm-hmm.
but so she's still chained in the basement, but she's able to get free because he didn't, Teddy, in his rush to go save his mother, didn't realize that Don still had keys in his pocket, even though his dead body's just lying there because he killed himself. And she gets the keys out of Don's pocket and unshackles herself, but instead of leaving, she
You
goes into
stay.
a secret room in the basement and finds that Teddy has been killing lots of people
Oh my.
because he thinks they're all aliens. And so he brings them down to his basement. He does these tests on them, and all of them had died. And he still has
Mm.
body parts and everything in this room. And
Like
then he's
Hannibal
also,
Lecter.
that's where he was conducting all his research, and where he had, you know, pictures of the spaceship that she supposedly flew in on, and pictures of other alien things and so forth. And she's in there just looking at that. Meanwhile, Teddy runs to his mother. He does what she tells him, and he kills his mother because it wasn't an antidote. It was really antifreeze, and you can't inject antifreeze into somebody because they'll die. So he kills his mother, and he comes back home. She's still there looking at all this stuff.
Oh my goodness.
And then here's the big twist.
Okay. The
Guess
big
what?
twist.
She is
He's
an
the
alien.
alien.
She's an alien.
He's the alien. Oh
No,
my
she's the
goodness.
alien,
He
just
is
like
the
he
alien.
thought.
Ah,
And so
okay.
then she's like, I'm sorry, you know, that Don's dead and your mom's dead. She's like, but I will take you to my ship if you follow me. And they have to go into her office.
Mm.
And so they get to her office, and she's going to teleport him to the ship.
Oh wow.
And he has to go into her, she has a closet in her office with clothes and everything, but it's a teleportation closet. And Teddy comes prepared because he's got a bomb on him. He's like, in case you try anything tricky, I'm going to blow us both up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he goes into the closet, and she says she's gonna teleport him, and he blows up. He dies. So
Oh
now we're like,
wow.
is she not an alien? Did she trick him?
I think so.
No. So what
No.
happens is they're taking her to the hospital. She gets out of the ambulance
Mm.
because, you know, there was an explosion. Out of the
Okay.
ambulance, goes back to her office. She gets in the closet, and she beams up to her ship. She was an alien the whole time.
Oh my god.
And so then
Spoilers.
she meets, yeah, she meets with the other aliens on the ship, and they make the decision that life, they were trying to save the earth, not
Mm-hmm.
kill everybody. They decide it's worthless effort, and they stop their efforts, and everybody dies. End of movie.
By Begonia. Mm.
Now, the interesting thing about
Focus.
this, it's a bizarre movie. I gave you kind of there's a lot more depth to it, but the interesting thing is it's really about how people react to things because Jesse Plemons' character, has been abused his whole life. And
Ah, so
yet
what?
all the abuse doesn't matter. What matters is
Mhm.
he's found out that there's these aliens and he thinks they're trying to kill everybody on Earth when it turns out the reality is they were trying to save everybody.
Mm.
And but he's so traumatized and then focused on, he doesn't care about his trauma. He only cares about this idea that he has, right? And so it is really weird. And then also she's, essentially very smart and everything, but she's an alien. The system is rigged for her because she has the advantage, and Jesse has no advantages. And so it's really quite an interesting movie to juxtapose those kind of things that are happening. And the Yorgos Lathamos has made. Do you remember we actually did a movie I told you about that was very weird? That I said,
Mhm.
oh, this is a really neat movie, and it was called Poor Things with Emma Stone, where she was like a Frankenstein.
Yes.
Similar weird themes and so forth. And so this is actually the fourth movie they've done together. They did that Poor Things. They did a movie called The Favorite, and they did a movie called Kinds of Kindness, which I haven't seen yet, so I'll have to watch now. But and they're all really quite interesting layered movies. You know what I mean? So it's really
Mhm.
not about aliens and all of that. It's about how people react under stress and what they find, people find important in their lives whenever certain things happen. And so it really is quite an interesting movie. And I will say, as far as the acting goes, masterful, because the whole time I was watching it, I was just like you. I'm like, oh, she's not an alien. Oh, wait a minute, she is an alien. Oh, wait, no, she's not an alien, right? And
Yes,
so
he is.
it
Yeah.
was really quite. They really did a
Interesting.
great job of, you didn't know what was going on,
Mhm.
and I
Until the
love
end.
that. And then also they didn't give you a lot of details. So where's Teddy's dad? Who knows? Right? They allude to the fact that he took off. His mom was a drug addict, and then she got in this program, got these chemicals and medicine, and it hurt her and put her in a coma. And then they got some money from that, but it wasn't enough money, right? And
Mhm.
then poor Don, we have no idea where he came from. We just know that that's his cousin, and he is obviously mentally challenged, and he's trying to just do what Teddy wants because he's trying to please Teddy. But Teddy, is kind of leading him down a path of destruction. And so, yeah, it goes all over the place, and it's so messy yet so interesting. That I mean, I thought this movie was fantastically interesting to watch. So some thoughts here, or actually some the statistics here for you because you love statistics. So this
Yes.
came out October 31st, 2025, and it grossed 17 million on it, 692,000 at the box office.
Budget. Mhm.
Opening weekend was only about $1 million, and worldwide gross was $40 million.
Mm.
So it doesn't say how much it costs to make on IMDb. Unfortunately, I would say it probably was, not more than 5 million or something. It's a very small movie in that regard. It's not a
Mhm.
huge blockbuster style movie, but
The
so it's probably
game.
made its money. But the interesting thing is, and I was reading about this after I watched, was that it didn't do great at the theater, but it's on streaming now. It's on Peacock. That's where I watched it, and apparently it's
On
the
Amazon
number
too, I
one
think.
streaming thing on Peacock. So go
Mm.
figure, right?
Yes.
So let
And
me give
rat.
you a couple of pieces of trivia here.
Yes. Trivia, trivia.
Yeah. So in the Begonia kidnapping scene, the kidnappers wear Jennifer Aniston masks, which is funny. An idea
Jennifer
from
Aniston.
the director, who was a huge Friends fan. They obtained consent from Jennifer Aniston to allow them to wear these masks on screen
Oh, wow.
as part of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Emma Stone had her head shaved on camera, which is true. You see her get her head shaved. Just
Oh,
minutes
that's
before the scene was
real.
shot, uh,
Mm-hmm.
she shaved the head of her friend, Yorgos, the director. So as part of this deal, if you're going to shave my head on camera, I got to shave your head. So she shaved the head of the director, um, which is funny.
On the
So
spot. Let's
on the
shave it.
spot, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So that was another little
Nice.
interesting tidbit there that happened. But all in all, I would say, a really fascinating, weird movie that if you like those kind of things, um,
You should watch
you'll
it.
love this movie because it is definitely so weird. It's actually made from, uh, I think it's a Korean movie. It spins off a Korean movie called Little Green Men. Obviously,
Oh, okay.
that's not in Korean. Say Little Green Men. I don't know how do you do
Mm-hmm.
that, but which is an animated movie, and so that it's a short animated movie, and they've taken it and made it full length in live action. So it really is, a juxtaposition of the people who are wealthy and the people who are not, the haves and have-nots, and how people live and think and deal with the world around them a little bit. So I mean, you can really get lost in thinking about um, kind of the way that they set this up and how everybody reacts. And even though Teddy in the end really was right, he was right.
Mm-hmm.
This everything he was thinking was right. Another little weird piece of trivia is they used if you saw there on the slides you were going through, there
Yes.
was one of the Earth, but it was not the globe representation of Earth. It's the flat Earth. And
The
so no,
flutter.
they never really talk about that aspect of it, but I thought that was funny because there's a lot of conspiracy talk about the Earth being flat, right? The flat Earth
Mm-hmm.
society and so forth. And the map that they use in the movie is of the flat Earth, not of the globe Earth that we would know.
Mm.
So it adds to the whole conspiracy aspect of things, which is kind of interesting. I don't know if there's the poor guy who played Don. He played
Mm-hmm.
Teddy. But everybody did such a good job of acting in this movie. It was very, very, um, you know, for as outlandish and weird as it was, they all did very believable job of what was happening. So I would
So
say,
highly recommended.
yeah, I would say highly
Mm.
recommended. On IMDb, right now it has. Let me find my rating scale here.
Popcorn meter
Five.
scale.
Yeah, I was 7.5 out of 10, and I'm prepared today because on Rotten Tomatoes it gets 88%.
Oh, wow.
88%, yeah.
Outstanding.
And I would give
Right.
it. I mean, I'd give it 5 buckets, 5 popcorn buckets.
Oh, it's been a long time,
Yeah,
Mr.
we haven't
Bob, that
had
you
one of
give it
those, have we?
5.
Yeah,
Usually 2.5, 2.
yeah. That's right. We had some not so
It's
interesting movies, I guess. I don't
mhm.
know.
It's about time, Mr. Bob.
But
Okay,
I
let's
will warn you though, even though I gave it
mhm.
5 popcorn buckets, it is a weird movie. So if you don't like weird
Yes,
movies, this one may not be
kudos.
for you.
Well, kudos, Bugania. You need an applause for that because Mr. Bob gave you 5 for a long time. It's been a long time. Well, kudos. Keep up the good work. How about Begonia Part 2?
I don't. Well, everybody died. We can't have a part two.
Let's say,
I guess we
how
could
can,
follow the aliens out in space. Maybe that's about it.
yes,
So,
why
yeah,
not? Oh, the
yeah. Why not?
prequel. Let's do the
The
prequel.
Andromedans. The Andromedans. Yeah.
Oh, yes. That'd be awesome, Mr. Bob. And, well, before we wrap up our discussion for today, would you like to plug in your radio? Static
Sure.
radio.
If you want to hear me tell some stories that aren't with aliens and people dying, you can tune
Mm-hmm.
into Static Radio, staticradio.com, at Static Radio on most of the socials, if not all.
Yes. Yes, people, that's about Mr. Bob's Static Radio. And of course, our new podcast, Trivia 101. Trivia.
Can you get
And
the right answer? I don't know.
yeah.
We'll find out on Trivia 101.
Oh, I hope I will. I will answer the correct question. Answer. Last time, how many I got? Like 2 or 3 or
Yeah, 2 or
5?
3. I can't remember.
Well, this time I'm prepared, Mr. Bob, for Trivia 101. So please tune in, people. But before that, Comedy 101 first. So, Mr. Bob, highly recommended, right? Begonia. Did I
Begonia,
pronounce
yeah. If you want
correct?
a weird, wild movie, this is the one for you.
Weird. Okay, weird. That's the word, weird. Modicon people, see you soon.